Hey, it's me, Julian Greystoke. I don't know why I'm doing this. Hey guys, welcome back. We're just gonna do a tag today because I felt like it. And I'm just trying to film some videos that I can put in here while y'all are waiting for the next episode of my read-along. This is, just reading it off of my phone here, this is the Fearless Writer tag, which was created by Kim Chance and Edward Gray. I don't follow Edward Gray, but I do follow Kim Chance. She is a darling. She's a human flower crown. She is a Disney princess. Go check her out. If you feel like you need a cleanser from watching me and my bad attitude, go watch Kim Chance. She will make you feel that there's good in the world again. So they created the Fearless Writer tag. As usual, I was not tagged, but I don't care. Let's do this. Hey guys, this is the world's fastest reminder that you can support me on Patreon and see all kinds of exclusive videos like these ones. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Question 1 is lies. What is the biggest fallacy you're telling yourself with writing / being a writer? The biggest lie I tell myself? The biggest lie I tell myself is how I survive. The biggest lie is that I'm going to be published and I'm going to be able to at least get by on my husband's income and my bookish income. The biggest lie I tell myself is that I'll be a success. Is that too negative? I feel like that's too negative. But you never know if you're going to have success, so you just have to lie to yourself to keep yourself going and be like, yes, this will be me. Question 2. Starting new, does the first draft scare you or motivate you? Oh fuck, the first draft motivates me. I love writing that first draft, you guys. That is where my soul is happiest. I hate everything else. But when I'm writing, when I'm there, I'm a pantser, so I don't plan anything, and so it's just like going on this really magical journey with like all of these people whom I created from my head and therefore I love. I live for the first draft, you guys. Live for it. Question 3, Roadblock. What's your #1 obstacle stopping you from writing? Fucking real life and adulting, man. That's what's stopping me from writing. I would write all day long, you know, if I didn't have that fucking day job smack dab in the middle of everything. Fucking real life, bills to pay. That's really what gets in the way of my writing. Someday, if that lie that I mentioned earlier comes true, then maybe that won't even be a problem anymore. Question 4, reflect. How have you overcome the obstacle? Well, for a while I was able to write while I was at work on my breaks, which was the best thing. I can't really do that anymore. I can do that a little bit on my lunch break, but I don't get as many breaks anymore. Now I'm just going to have to overcome this obstacle the old-fashioned way, which is just force myself to get my writing done when I get home and I'm all tired and I don't want to do anything. But I do have this great deep sense of guilt to drive me along that says if you don't do this, you will never achieve your dream. Unhealthy coping mechanisms, really. This is unhealthy coping mechanisms, the tag. I hope you're all paying attention so you can learn what not to do. Question 5, perfectionism. How can you challenge yourself to get past the perfectionism / procrastination trap? I am a huge perfectionist, and I spend most of my time just thinking about how flawed my stories are and how everyone's going to notice and everyone's going to call me a big old fraud, because I also give writing advice here. If you want a whole video about that and those insecurities, links in the doobly-doo to my video about my imposter syndrome, because that's real. How do I challenge myself to get over that? Well, I think the main thing is that I know that if I don't get over that and I don't keep going, the dream will never happen. Like, being a writer is like my core identity, is the one thing I want more than anything for my life. I know a lot of people have that same dream, so you guys understand. Anything that gets in my way, including those huge mountains of self-doubt and perfectionism, I just have to keep plowing through or going over or whatever the metaphor is, because if I don't, the dream will never happen. So this weird, twisted determination that I possess is what keeps me going. Failure sucks. How can you grow from failure? Oh, you guys, I fail so much. I think I'm a champion failer. I get, so many rejection letters now that I'm querying. I get scenes that I love, all my betas hate. I am just the champion of fail. And at first you'll be mad when you fail and you'll be like, oh, why doesn't everybody understand my genius? But then after a while, you let it sink in, and you're like, you know what? I love this scene, but it really isn't necessary for the story, and so I should cut it. And I'll just put it in a little word program over here where I can keep it and look at it like a little museum. Be like, I still love you, scene. Basically, giving your failures time to sink in and processing them is really the best way to learn from failure, I find. Because your first knee-jerk reaction is going to be angry, to be devastated, whatever. But then if you just let it sink in and you move along with it, go with the flow, then eventually you will at least not hate it as much. I mean, you're still gonna hate it, but you know, not as bad. Question 7, rejection sucks. How can you learn grow from rejection? We just talked about this. I think the same thing applies. I get a lot of rejections now that I'm querying, and I'm pretty chill about them. Like, sometimes they do hurt if they catch me at the wrong time. I'll be like, oh, I really wanted this agent. This agent looked so fun and we would get along so well, but they just sent me a form letter that was just useless to me. Form letters are useless. I wish that agents didn't have to write them. I wish that they could give us more reason. Like, I wouldn't even mind if an agent was like, you know what? I just don't feel like reading this today. This isn't the genre that I feel like reading today, or this isn't, you know, I'd be fine with that. Some explanation is better than no explanation in my mind. The deeper they could go, the better, but I wish that they would share. Anyway, that just wandered way off from the question. So how I deal with rejection is to just send out another query. The minute I get a rejection, I go and I look at my list of agents that I plan on querying, and I query the next one. I just put my head down and keep charging along. It's really the only way to do it. I keep answering these questions with a previous question. Create action. How do you keep moving towards your goals? Put your head down and keep driving onward. Number 9, new year, new outlook. If fear wasn't holding you back, what would you be doing right now to further your writing dreams? Fear wasn't holding me back. I guess maybe fear could count as my social anxiety, so maybe if I wasn't so socially anxious, I would be networking better, I would be going out, I would be meeting people, because I don't have any connections in the writing world. I don't have any advantages. I mean, if I do get published, I'll really feel like I came to it on my own that way, and I'll really feel very victorious, but it would be a lot easier if I had some connections. So I guess if I didn't have that anxiety, that fear, that inability to network myself, I would get out and just meet people and force my way into people's lives and be like, hello, I'm here, publish my book, please. And 10, leap of faith. What is one thing you plan to do this year even though it scares you? Probably nothing, because I'm a coward like that. I don't know, stay in my lane. I'm not going to get out there and start networking and shouting at the world that I'm here, because I do have social anxiety and that's not going to happen. Something in my writing, I don't know, I'm nervous but not scared about when I start beta reading with my latest book, because it has a trans character in it and a character who has a spinal injury, and I want to get both of those correct. I don't want to be insulting to people. I'm really interested in representing trans people and disabled people well in my books, so I'm hoping that I can get some sensitivity readers for that. I might even have to like bite the bullet and pay for some sensitivity readers just to make sure I'm not fucking that up. So, but I'm not like afraid of that. I'm just nervous to find out like how have I fucked it up? Please tell me. If, by the way, you are someone with a spinal injury or are a trans person who would like to beta read that book, let me know. Let me know even right now. I will keep you in mind, and I will let you know when that book is ready for beta reading, so that I can contact you and be like, hey, still interested? There you go. That was this tag. If I tag some people, I will put them in the doobly-doo. So if you want to see if I tag you in the doobly-doo, check it out. And while you're down there, click around to all of my social media. Like, the known world is tagged in the doobly-doo, so anything you could possibly want is down there already, I'm pretty sure. The answer to life, the universe, and everything, probably down there. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more of it, my channel is chock full of content, so please, I beg of you to go explore. Check it all out, see what's going on. If you want to read my writing, I do have a published book. It's called Phoenix. You can find it on Amazon. Or I've got a Wattpad and an AO3 where you can read my stuff for free. Whatever you want to do. Don't forget that you can also support me on Patreon, where in addition to getting exclusive content that no one else gets to see, you will be helping me to buy better equipment to make this channel even better. I post new videos here Mondays and Fridays, and I will see all of you guys again next time with whatever it is I happen to be doing next time. Bye! Well, look at that. It's shout-out time again. We are here to shout out this month's patrons with Lennox, Amanda, Ashley, Celia, Jenny, Kim, Lisa, Lumore, Sabby Panda, and Sarah. And if you want to be great like these awesome people, then you can become my patron over on Patreon.